Don't you wish your storage was tight like this? Don't you wish your storage would glow like this? Don't ya? Don't ya? What's up guys, Sheppy58 here, and today I'm doing a video about storage in Valheim, because the answer to the most efficient system of storage has been right in front of you the entire time since the moment your feet landed in this game, and nobody's talking about it, nobody's using it, and that's right, as you can clearly see, it's the death box. So what we have here laid out is an assortment of all of the items in the game where you can store items in. So obviously starting with the death box will be able to hold 32 cubes of items. And we move on to the standard storage unit, the wood bin. That is only going to be able to hold 10 units. Your cart, that's going to expand a little bit, bring you up to 18. And then naturally, as the natural progression follows in the game, you're going to get the iron chest next, and the personal chest, 24 and 6, respectively. And it's not until the end game we're able to build the black metal chest that actually holds 32, which is the only chest that rivals the death box. So this last item's kind of different, so I'm going to show you how I get it. It's basically the box from the cart. If you didn't already know, you can build a cart, destroy it, and if there are items inside the cart, the boxes will remain to hold those items. Then you can just simply push them around where you want them to go. The process for creating this death box storage unit is quite simple. I'm just using 1 meter poles and building a little cup for me to drop that into. Next, I'm going to walk my character onto the storage unit, and you're just going to type /die in your chat box in game. Make sure you're holding items, because if you don't have any items left behind when you die, one of these death stones is not created. 2 additional things I did here. 1, I built a bed really close by, so that way once I die, I just spawn a few feet away. 2, I actually created a brand new character for this. I called him Bin because, quite simply, I'm making storage bins. I didn't want to use my main character because I don't want him to take the stat reduction from dying so many times. Also, whenever you open a death box that belongs to you, it automatically takes all the items out of it unless your character can't hold that many items. If you accidentally take everything out of your stone, the stone will disappear. An odd thing with these death stones is that they'll actually stack on top of each other, and they'll also just continue to drop to the ground. So if you have them built on top of an item and you remove that building piece, the stones will drop. With that being said, if your intent is to stack the stones, I recommend trying to stand on the stone as you die versus trying to build something like this and then dropping all the stones. So here I'm going to take down my entire storage unit. It's 6 units wide by 3 units tall. As you can see, by the time I get to the end, the heights are all uneven because some of the stones weren't dimensionally stacked perfectly. So in this case, we still have a stack of 3, but most of the other ones dropped behind the other stones and it didn't work out the way I hoped. Same concept applies for hoeing the ground or using your pickaxe. Stones will drop as you lower the ground. Really cool trick if you want these low and out of the way, similar to my storage box on the ground technique. I'm doing the same thing with the stones, so that way there's just a little tiny bit poking out from the bottom. But they're still fully accessible, you can open and close them, and they don't have any bumps along the way, so your character won't have to jump over anything. Totally random, but the stones are indestructible, so no matter how much damage you do to these, they won't be destroyed. 1 storage container I left off before is the Obliterator. As you can see, it has 21 cubes of space, comparable to the 24 cubes of space you get with the iron chest. However, all it takes is 1 slip of the handle and everything you own in that box is gone. For that reason, I don't recommend using it. As the black metal chest also has 32 cubes for space, I created a storage unit for comparison for the overall size. Now, as the height is not going to make much of a difference, the width definitely makes a larger difference. The biggest difference comes from the depth. Overall, you're going to be able to make these death box storage units right from the beginning of the game, as soon as your feet touch down. These black metal chests you're not going to be able to obtain or build until you defeated the 4th boss in the game, which could be quite some time. So by that time, you're most likely already building with stone, you've got your permanent household built in, and these chests are going to serve more as an upgrade versus your primary storage unit. So if you need deep pockets of storage, death boxes are the way to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Please comment, let me know what you would like to see in future videos.